All right, so tonight we have the pleasure of speaking to an amazing artist who's created some of the most evil, brutal, eerie, and ambient sounds to come out of a human. Tattooist, artist, musician, composer, the man behind Nemertines, Sabrina Scissor, aka Sergey. Thanks for chatting with us, man.
Thank you. Hello. I don't want to say else. About Nemertines, I call it Nemertines, not Nemertines. But as you wish.
Nemertines.
Because
All right. Well, we'll have to change that when I'm talking about you so much on the radio.
no problem.
So I've counted over 30 releases. Is that about right?
I've just counted now. It is only 22,
22.
not 30.
Wow. That's
From
still
from the Cut album.
from the Cut. So the Cut was the first one. What year did that come out?
Sorry.
What year did that come out? The Cut.
It was 2009.
Wow. It's been going for
20,
such a long time.
I don't know how to say. And I'm sorry, my English is not perfect.
That's okay. We're just
Usually
happy.
I just typing,
Yep.
now speaking.
We're just happy to have you on, mate. When you first started Nemertine, you were playing drums in a new metal band. Nemertine still grooves, but what inspired the dark, atmospheric kind of nature of Nemertine?
Yes, have played drums in a nu metal band, and then in the band kind of madcore. And what inspired me? As usual, my life, just
Yep.
what I feel. I don't take a straight idea from different things. I just write and write.
Something that has to come out of you.
Yes, just the soul vomit, you know?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So Nemertines is a reference to the Worms or the Doctor Who episode that I found that came out in 1984.
To be honest, I didn't ever watched this TV show,
There we go.
so the Nemertines name is the Worms.
Right. Awesome.
I found this name in big book with non-Russian words. I
Yep.
found this Nemertines worms, and I thought, what a beautiful word.
Yeah.
Maybe I could use it for my band I play, but they didn't want to use it, so I use it for my own project.
Yeah. And
Beautiful story.
so it's an awesome name. I do love it. Crypt of the Necrodancer had a different sound. We don't often hear from you. You did lots of covers on that. How did you approach recording those covers? Was it a different process for you?
Different sound. Why do you think it's different?
It seems there's more of a content sound to it. It seems happier, but whether that's just in the progressions that are naturally in the covers that you've done.
They are happy because of the original soundtrack.
Yeah.
It was really hard work because, as I said about Billie Eilish cover, I don't want to just copy notes.
Yeah.
And for Crypt of the Necrodancer, I wanted it to be original, fresh, but still sounded like the original one,
Yeah.
the original soundtrack, but in kind of my style.
Yeah. That's what we want to
So
hear. Absolutely. So when you
it
write,
had some maybe dubsteps
yeah.
sound,
So you're always
but
open to
like
changing.
me.
So you're always open to changing things up sound wise and experimenting more, aren't you?
I often like to experiment, but this time it was just happier me.
Yeah, that's all right. It still worked out. When you
I
write,
didn't do this for myself. It was an order for a man who was making the remake of this game.
right, there we go. So when you write, do you start with a riff or a beat, being a drummer, or do you have a vision for the piece of music as a whole? How does it kind of come together? Or are you just vomiting?
For example, if we take my last EP with two tracks, Black Line, Plague of Pleasure. Do you know the song?
Yes. Yes, I do.
So the first I've written, sorry, the riff that I called 1, 2, 3, 4 in new unreleased EP.
Yeah.
Then I go on with kind of melody. Usually I start with beautiful riff
Yeah.
from a melody, and then I put on some low guitars. Sometimes it's cool new metal riff. It's usually a surprise.
Yeah.
What comes out of the start.
Yeah. So your production changes a lot throughout each release. You said you start fresh with no presets each time you record something. You still keep that filthy guitar tone though. Do you have a release that you prefer the production on throughout, or is it always the most recent thing you put out that makes you feel the best about the production due to the songs?
I've been changing the mixing from some albums, but from the album of Full Black EP, I started to make mixing from full zero. And about filthy guitars, it's just my taste.
Yeah.
It's because I mix and write everything by myself.
Yeah.
But I think every album has its own sound.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what makes them special. I think that they stand out on their own, and the songs do a lot of the talking for each album as well. So many people have so many different favourites from the selections that you put out there, and they're,
Sure.
I go back to SCD every single time, but I'm still keen to hear everything new that comes out as well. In Icona, I hear some almost sixth sounding elements in the bottom end of the production. Was anyone else involved in the production that you put out, releases when you put out with Subliminal Grooves? Or was it just you?
Grooves. It's always just me.
Awesome.
About the sixth, I've heard only one song of them. I'm sorry.
No, that's all good.
I don't know about this bottom end elements that you are talking about.
Yeah. I just found that the clarity in the bottom end of that production was very, very clear and big, and I did wonder if it had been taken on by someone else as well. But there you go. So what
about the guitars or drums?
Just the whole mix. The bottom end of it just sounded very, very clear, a bit different to the thickness that I normally hear in your production in the bottom end. It just had that kind of a bit more.
I don't really know.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I did it as usual without any professional monitors.
Yeah.
Just with the PC speakers.
Oh wow.
Just
there you go. It's amazing how it's amazing how much feedback we get on how good the music is, but so little is done by anyone professional other than yourself, who is clearly doing things quite professionally. But yeah, it's just amazing, man. What albums have influenced you from a production kind of point over the years? Any standouts?
About icon revolution or icona revoluция in Russian.
Yeah.
I've been influenced by Meshuggah album. I forgot the name. I'm sorry again.
I reckon it's
They
Colossus.
have recorded it at home, as I remember,
Yeah.
by themselves with their computers. I loved how the drums sound in this
Oh, yeah.
album. So it's inspired me for the Icon Revolution album.
Yeah.
And about other music, I don't really know. I just listen to music. I love some music. I can't say that anybody inspired me for production.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it's just that thing that's coming out of you, that vomit, as you
Huh.
say. Yep.
Two Madsen that's recorded Extremov.
Yep.
This producer, I love his work.
Yep.
I love how he record the drums. It's amazing. He has inspired me for the mixing I have.
Yep. Okay. He's got a few videos up on YouTube too as well of how he does mixes and stuff, and yeah, that's well worth checking out for the people out there. And you said recently you were looking at recording those covers, a Billie Eilish track in particular. Were there any other covers that you had in mind that you'd like to give the Nemertine style to?
First, I need to finish that cover.
Yep.
Because it's much harder than I expected.
Yep.
As I said, I don't want to just copy and paste notes.
Yeah.
I want it to sound like I would record the song. So about other tracks, songs. Once I wanted to cover CS Chandelier song. I loved it a lot. Some of new trap songs, maybe. I would love to cover Suicide Boys.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be interesting.
I think they need guitars.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yours especially. So while I was looking for information on yourself, there wasn't much I could find across the internet, not too much. It blows my mind how much this is still an underground sort of project. Would you consider working with another label if the chance arose?
I need a new label.
Yeah,
I would say.
So the word is out.
Promotion is my bad side.
Yeah.
I'm nothing in promotion, so this is why Nemertines is underrated, as many people say.
Oh yeah, it's unbelievable.
I need some help. Yes, it's maybe a label. When Subliminal Growth Records died, it was really bad for Nemertines.
Yeah. But the music continued.
Yes, just like home stuff.
Yeah. So
maybe I need more videos.
Yeah, yep. That's a big thing these days. Playthroughs and all that sort of stuff. Giving away some of the tricks of your trade. Will we see any Nemertines merch coming out? It's another good way of getting out there. I'd proudly wear a Nemertines t-shirt around the joint.
If you know, I've tried to make t-shirts by myself. It was my huge mistake that I've tried to make it by myself and to send by myself without any help.
Yeah.
I think I should work with a kind of merch store online.
Yeah.
And I don't see reasons to release merch now because I don't have any new album.
Yeah.
Maybe with the new kind of big albums, I'll release t-shirts, maybe pants.
Yeah. I look forward to it.
Maybe, why not?
Yeah, well, that's it at the moment. So that's where we're going to have to end our interview with Nemertines. Sabrina Souza, a.k.a. Sergey, tonight. Unfortunately, we lost the last couple of minutes of that interview him being in Russia and myself being in Australia and using Skype for the first time for our interviews and recording through the old OBS, etc., made things a little bit difficult for a first time off. But as soon as that cover that he's speaking of, that Billie Eilish cover comes up, which is going to be pretty damn interesting with the Nemertines, god damn it, Nemertines touch to it. I've been listening to them for so long and calling them the wrong thing. It's going to be a nightmare trying to remember every time I tell you guys about it. But such an interesting, calm, soft kind of individual that creates such disturbing shit. God, I love it. This is from the Black Line EP that he spoke about. This track is Plague Pleasure. Please go and follow him, like him, do what you can. Reach out to that man. Nemertines. See? It's above my head in the Facebook live stream. Nemertines. Go and type it in to everything you got. Go and follow him and support him because it's some crazy shit and he needs the props. Spit episode 52. Nemertines. Plague Pleasure.